Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the best Fortnite settings for top tier graphics and smooth performance using NVIDIA DLSS to maximize both quality and FPS. So I need to mention to you guys that these settings are for gamers with NVIDIA GPUs. Do take note of that, please, because I don't want to waste your time. Anyways, why DLSS? Because the NVIDIA DLSS, which is deep learning super sampling, is a revolutionary feature that uses AI to upscale lower resolution images in real time, giving you better graphics and with less strain on your performance. This means you can get better frame rates without sacrificing your visual quality. Also, the benefits of using DLSS is to always make sure that the game is smooth in terms of performance, also getting high quality graphics. You also need to know that the minimum requirements of being able to use this in terms of your hardware is normally the RTX 20 series upwards, and also the newer NVIDIA GPUs. So make sure your computer has these before you can attempt to use these settings. Also ensure that you have the latest Fortnite obviously updated, and also update your drivers. Please guys, I don't want to stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Updating your drivers is essential because it will always make sure you have the best experience in terms of gaming. And you can also start by optimizing the settings in your NVIDIA app for each game, for example Fortnite and so forth. Without wasting much time, let's get into the details of the video. So for example, when I talk about optimization, you need to play the game in full screen to ensure that it has the most control of your screen, because when it's in window mode, it can sometimes interact with other apps in the background, and that can sometimes cause your game to lag or drag. So make sure you play the game in full screen. And then secondly, in terms of optimization, make sure that the resolution matches your full potential here, guys. Use whatever the resolution you can. By the way, I forgot to mention that this video is for mid to high-end computers, but I also think it was said without actually me literally saying it out, because I did say the newer GPUs and also for the RTX 20 series. Sorry about that. So now let's get back to the video. So you want to make sure your resolution is as the highest possible, and also your frame limit matches your refresh rate. For example, my refresh rate is 144 Hz and I keep my FPS at 144. It's pointless to have a higher FPS setting while your computer refresh rate or your display, whatever monitor you're using, is locked at a particular refresh rate. Just like giving yourself all this big room while you're only using just a small corner of it. Anyways, and then these settings, the graphics, the brightness, user interface, color blindness, these ones are just for your preference on how the game looks. It does not affect performance. Now let's dive into the graphics quality. When it comes to the graphics quality, you can do auto set, and then it will detect based on your system settings. But I feel like with the NVIDIA DLSS, yeah, you shouldn't use the auto set. You can start there and then come and change your settings here. And also it goes without saying that this uses the DirectX 12. I don't think you'll be able to use it without that. Now let's get back to it. I like to use the performance mode here because I always feel like it gives me better frames, especially because we already don't have a higher ping in South Africa. So wherever you're playing from, if you have a better ping, you can also play around with those settings. Quality mode is also a great middle ground if you prefer better visuals, and performance mode obviously beats if you want that competitive gameplay. I will say this: when it comes to the advanced settings, especially when we get to things like these bad boys right here, starting off with, I'll start off with the view distance. For me, the view distance always gotta be epic for me. You gotta, especially in Fortnite, when you wanna play those long range shots, you wanna have that combat advantage. Make sure your epic is high. When it comes to shadows, You can also turn them lower, it doesn't matter, but I think the lowest setting I have here is medium. So with shadows, it just helps, man. You see a bit of shadows here and there, but I wouldn't say go higher because it can affect performance. So make sure you keep it at minimum, at the medium. And then when it comes to the global illumination, I like to turn it on as well for ambient occlusion, because this helps with how the game looks, man. It gives you that lighting. Certain things like the sky, wherever lights are concerned, it just gives the game a better look. And I did not know this when I was using performance mode on the direct it's direct 12 performance for lower GPUs, or if you don't have a GPU, a dedicated GPU. Anyways, let me get back to it. And I also turn on the reflections. And then when it comes to textures, yeah, this is where you can decide if you want the whole thing or whatever you prefer here. But I prefer medium, because for me, I don't see much of a difference between medium and epic, except for performance. But visually, I won't lie to you guys, I don't see much of a difference. And then when it comes to effects, I like to keep that at a low. Same thing with post-processing, because I don't really recognize how they help in the game. So making sure I turn them on the lowest possible setting so that I can have better frame rates. That FPS is the main thing that matters, guys. Anyways, as you can see, I also like to turn on the things such as the NVIDIA reflex low latency. Also, I like to see my frame rates. Speaking of which, also I like to also turn on things like to monitor my GPU performance, and also how the computer's heating and all of that. So using things like the NVIDIA Get Force Experience, or if you have the MSI Afterburn, to monitor all these things, and also the GPU usage is very important, so that you know if the settings are working out for you. When it comes to VSync, I always just turn it off, so that I turn it off because I have that thing where I lock my frames. Like I said, 114 based on 144 based on my current monitor. So you also gotta know your monitor. Yeah, so that is all, guys. But don't forget to also update your NVIDIA, which is very important. And just to wrap up, the DLSS in performance mode will give you the best medium settings for textures, shadows, and also some effects, and this will give you a great balance for visual performance. But always remember to turn that view distance to epic, because you will enjoy the game even further. Otherwise, you're gonna get sniped and you're gonna wonder where that shot came from. Also, you should consider, the only thing that I would say is consider lowering your shadows and post processes and the likes if you want to maximize the frame rate. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this far. I hope the video was not too long, but I will keep trying to improve my content every day. I know that everyone's setup is different, so please don't hesitate to fine-tune your settings based on your preference and how your system is. And also, if you have any other questions, leave them below, and also you can also share with me your tips and your favorite settings. Thank you guys for watching this far. I'll catch you guys on the next video.